Hey, what's going on YouTube? Clayzult here again, and today I'm going to try to do a guide for the Greater Demon, and in this case, we're going to try to do it with a free-to-play team, in a way, you know, an average team with average units, and no TMs, and not using lightning. We're going to try to get this done without using lightning. So the first thing we're going to go over here is our team. I'll be taking Lena. As you can see, this is her equipment here. We'll go over these really quick. You know, Spirit 10%. You know, Golden Staff, Mystery Veil, White Robe, Jeweled Ring, and the Moon Bracer. Moving on, we'll be taking Tella. He'll have the Rod of Gravity, Circlet, Black Robe, Hero's Ring, Candy Basket, and all magics there. Magic 10%. And we'll be taking Cecil with us. You know, he's a 3-star. He does go to 6-star, but he's a 3-star base, and everybody should have him. He had a really great rate up. Enhancer, Golden Shield, Survivor Helm, Force Armor, Muscle Belt, Muscle Belt. Then the abilities are HP 15%, which you got from the Land of Plenty event, and then the HP 10%, which are really easy to get from Riser. On top of that, guys, you guys can replace Cecil with another tank. No worries here. Remember, this team that I have built can be mixed and matched with other units. For example, we're taking a mage-heavy team. I'll tell you there's only one unit I think for sure you have to take. Then we'll take Kefka with us. I won't be using the magic rod or the mage rod that we got from this event, because I'm assuming people who have to beat it haven't beat it yet, so they don't have the mage rod. So we'll be taking Lilith Rod, Creepy Mask, Magic Robes, 2 Ear Rings. The abilities are all magic 10%. That's what we're going to do on almost all our mages. Now, this character right here I think is essential to beating this. You know, Celeste finally getting her chance to shine. We're just going to equip her like I'll show you here. You just want to get as much magic on her as you can, and the reason we're going to use her is her Sealing Blade ability. It's going to be able to help us on the final boss. We'll get into that if we get that far. Magic 10% thrown on there. And then that's about it, guys. Moving on to what items we're going to need to take. We'll go into items here. I do need to mess with this. So you don't really need Phoenix. Well, you could need Phoenix Downs, but because we're taking Tella, we don't need those. So I'm gonna throw ethers on there. Take as many ethers, as much stuff as we can to get our mana up as much as possible, because mana is gonna be a problem here. And then we're gonna take you know, some bomb fragments. You know, because the bomb fragments can kill him if you don't have Void Vessels. So I'm just telling you that right now. You can take bomb fragments to try to kill the Metal Gigantaur if you don't have the Void Vessels. For me, I'm going to use Void Vessels here, but bomb fragments are something you can use. So now let's go ahead and get into the fight, guys. I'll see you when we get there. Alright, guys, so now we're going in here. We're going to go to the Chamber of the Fallen, I do believe. Surging Menace is what we're trying to beat. 25 energy, kind of hefty. And we're going to look for our best magic dealer we can find. Here's a 403 Kefka. 411 is probably the one we're going to end up using unless we see something better. We don't, so we're going to go ahead and take this 411 Kefka with us and hope we can beat this down. Now, guys, this is a tough task. Make sure my items are right here. I do see the Void Vessels, the Turbo Ethers, the Elixirs, and the Ethers. Elixirs are very important here. As you can see, this is how I have my Esper set up. Ifrit on Lena is kind of weird. I can't wait for Carbuncle to come out. That'll be coming in the next island update, I do believe. But let's get into this and see what we can do. So the Metal Gigantaur here, guys, if you haven't seen my other guide, you might want to watch that. But he just has a lot of magic and defense, so what we're going to do is we're just going to auto-attack him until we get all of our limit burst saved up. So we're going to try to keep auto-attacking him, and then he's going to do 1,000 needles to somebody. If it's our tank, see, so we did it double times to our tank here. Our tank got hit twice. We're not going to worry about curing right now. We're just going to auto-attack again. The one time when we want to cure, and we want to use Cura, not Curaja, is when he hits one of our squishier targets, because we don't want them to die by accident. So Kefka just got smacked. Lena got smacked. Now it's time to use a Cura. Get our HP back up there so nobody dies, and then continue auto-attacking, just building up our limit burst, our limit break meters, because we are gonna need them, not may, we are gonna need them later on. So, you know, Cecil got smacked twice. We don't really worry about that. He has a lot of health on him, so just auto-attack, build them up. The most important ones here are Lena's and Cecil's limit burst. The rest of them can be built up throughout the rest of the fight. So once you have them up, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna add Cura, because Tella did get hit, so we're gonna use Cura. And then we're going to go ahead and auto-attack, auto-attack, auto-attack till we have one person left. That should put up our limit breaks on Cecil and Lena. And then we're going to go ahead and use our item, Void Vessel. So we're going to use Void Vessel. It'll kill him because we've already done enough damage to him. We've done over 100 damage. Boom, one shot. That boss is done easy. That's pretty much easy for everyone. Now, this boss right here is where I normally mess up. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to cast Focus with, you know, Cecil or Celeste. And then you just want to use 3 of your best dealers to do Blizzaga. And the reason for this is you might not be able to one-shot. If you can one-shot all these guys, you're good to go. But if they self-destruct on you, game over, guys, game over. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and have Cecil cast Focus, build up our team, okay? And then we're just going to have Kefka, Tella, and Kefka, double Kefka, use Blizzaga. We'll have Lena go ahead and cure the Cecil. Well, it's not that much, but it's still something. And then Celeste right here can go ahead and just use an Ether on the Cecil, excuse me, because we want to keep our mana up, remember that. So we'll do that, and then what we're going to hope for, guys, here is that we don't push them past. We're going to kill all the red ones, and the green ones I think have more spirit. That's what I'm assuming. We don't get our spirit shown to us, but they have the same health and same you know, down resistance to ice, so I'm assuming that they just have more spirit to take a hit. So what we're going to do is here, we're going to chain. Obviously, when you chain this stuff, you want to click your most powerful person last, and I'm thinking this is the other Kefka. Our friend Kefka is going to be more powerful, so that's how we're going to do it here. We're hoping not to set off self-destruct, and we are hoping to kill the red ones, so we'll see how this chain goes. Don't self-destruct on us. Fire breath, that's awesome. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna take some damage. That's okay though. And we're gonna go ahead and use Karaja here because we do want to heal up everybody. So we're gonna go ahead and hit him with a Karaja. Boom, heal everybody back to full. Or close to it at least. And then we're gonna go ahead and use Blizzara on everyone, and that should be able to take him down. If you don't want to chance it with Blizzara, you might want to go ahead and use Blizzaga, but we're using Blizzara here to try to conserve mana, because remember guys, this is a long fight, we're using a lot of mages, we want to conserve mana. So I think the order would be like this, and we'll see what happens here. Hopefully they die with these elemental chains, these balloons. I apologize about the menu kind of running slow here, and there we go, knocked him out, good to go. Something there we could have done is maybe use an Ether on Lena with Cecil. We kind of wasted a turn there. Me doing this video is kind of getting me off track here, but alright, so we're in this fight, and what we want to do is we have Searcher and we have IO, right? And what we want to do here is we want to take out the Searcher first and as quickly as possible, because they will do an AoE attack eventually if they're both up. I think the IO does it. So the plan here is to use Provoke on Cecil, okay? And the reason we're going to do that is because we want all of our damage to be going to Cecil. This boss can hit pretty hard. So the first thing we're going to do is go over to our tank, if you guys have Cecil. If not, you know, just go to your tank, use Provoke. Boom, now he's going to be hitting the face there. Then we're going to go ahead and use Lena, and we're going to have her cast Cheer. And the reason we're going to do this is because he hits like a truck, essentially, and he does physical damage. So we want our defense up on everyone. So we're going to go ahead and use Cheer on our team. You know, actually, let me think on this. Cheer seems like a lot of mana here. I'm going to chance it. You guys might not want to, but again, we have to, you know, without having lightning, without having bigger units, without having any TMs, we have to take chances. So I'm actually not going to do that. What I'm going to go ahead and do is use an Ether. I'm going to go ahead and use an Ether. And we're going to store a small amount of mana to one ally, and we're going to go ahead and do that to herself. And then we're going to go ahead and have Lena, or Tella, excuse me, cast Thundaga, and you're just going to Thundaga chain them. We're going to have Celeste be the one that casts Focus. Okay, so that's why Celeste is really good here too. She can cast Focus, raise up your team. And then we can go ahead and have Kefka use Thundaga also. Remember, guys, we're going for the Searcher first. So Ether, and then we'll go in the order that I think is the strongest, and we'll try to break him down here. We'll try to bust him down and kill him as fast as possible. You know, Searcher didn't take that much damage there, but that's all right. Again, just smacking Cecil right in the mouth. Took a lot of damage there, but we can heal things like that, so no worries there. What we'll have Lena do is go ahead and use a Cura on the team. We'll have Celeste go ahead and use, this is something I think is important here. Celeste doesn't have that much magic, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to dispel the little man, because we need it. Now, if you have full break, you can full break him, or you can full break IO, whichever you want, but we need the Searcher to die quickly. So we're going to go ahead and dispel him, give him a dispel there. Cura, Deshell. Cecil, what Cecil can do now is he can also, if the cure doesn't work too much with Lena, let's look at him, he didn't cure that much, so we're gonna go ahead and use Cura with Cecil also, you know, to make Cecil a little bit, health go a little bit more up. Use a Cura. Remember, we're trying to conserve mana, so now we're up to 5,000 health, that should be good, and then we're gonna Thundaga chain, and the reason we're Thundaga chaining is they are weak to lightning elements, so we're gonna go ahead and use the Thundaga chain, and just smack him in the mouth again, see how much damage we can do. I think we need to kill the Searcher in 3 turns. So I think we're going to be able to do it. We don't want the big AoE to happen. So he just smacks Cecil, smacks Cecil, smacks Cecil, and he's down to 2,000 HP. That's alright, though, because we're going to go ahead and kill that Searcher off. It appears that we don't have Provoke on anymore, and we definitely want oh, we have Provoke on, never mind, excuse me. So we want to go ahead and use Karaja, which is pretty good here. We'll use Cura here to make sure everybody is at full health. We'll use Karaja first, see where we're at. See what he goes up to. 4,000. So we're going to go ahead and use Cura too. We want to be at the best HP we can while looking at our mana. So that's why we use Cura. That's why we use Cura as much as possible. Then we're going to go ahead and Thundaga chain with everyone. Thundaga, and then obviously Thundaga. Now, see, this is where Celeste is kind of weird because she doesn't have Thundaga, I don't believe. So yeah, so essentially what you want to do here is maybe go ahead and just just go ahead and deshell on the big boss, because I think we're going to take the little guy down this time. So we're going to go do that, hit him hard, hit him good, and we'll see if we take the Searcher down. That's what we're hoping for. We're hoping the Searcher goes down. If we made a mistake and the Searcher didn't die there, we should have done some damage with the Celeste to do that. So now, excuse me, the IO is at half health. Essentially here is just a tank and spank at this point. We've done it. We beat the mechanic. We just want to keep provoking and healing our Cecil while also trying to conserve mana as much as possible. And, you know, I mean, it's not that easy to do. We do have a lot of Mega Ethers, things like that, so that's what we're going to go on to next. So essentially, Cecil needs to provoke now. His provoke is down, so pay attention to that. So we need to provoke, right? Next up, what we need to do is go ahead and have Celeste cast a Turbo Ether on our boy Tella, because he's running out of mana. And then we're going to go ahead and have Lena cast Cura. And then we're going to go ahead with our Thundaga chain, okay, guys? So hopefully this doesn't get too competitive for you guys, but I wanted to go step by step just in case you guys needed help with this. So we're going to go ahead. This video is kind of going to be a little long because obviously this fight is long. And we're going to go ahead and go like this, have everything go through, and then go ahead and Thundaga chain again. I may have missed that last chain because I clicked a little bit too slow, which is kind of bad for us. I did. A little bit of damage lost there, but shouldn't be that big of a deal. Boom. He did hit Kefka there, which is kind of sad, but, you know, what are you going to do? So we'll go ahead and have, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Cecil cast an Ether on our girl Lena, and then we're going to have Lena go ahead and cast Cura. And then we're going to go ahead and just chain it up with Thundaga again. I think that's good for us. I know we're running out a little bit of mana, but the good thing is we can use Osmos on the next boss, and then the boss following, the last boss, so that's okay. I'm gonna look in here. I'm looking at my mana situation. We do need to cast Focus. Focus could be good here, but it is a lot of mana. So I'm trying to decide if we can kill the boss, if the mana on Celeste is good enough. We do have max ethers, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Focus here. I think it's worth it. And then we can use a max ether on her if we need to. So we're going to cast Focus, and then we'll just chain it up. And we'll see if we can take him down. Hopefully we can kill him in this one shot here. If we can't, you know, next turn we probably use Thundaras and kill him. It's going to be close, we'll see. You know, Cecil is taking a lot of damage, and he's paralyzed, so this is going to be something big here, guys. We want to unparalyze him. I really wanted to use an item with Celeste. It sucks that he did get paralyzed there. But we'll go ahead and use a Unicorn Horn on Cecil. And the reason I'm not using Asuna is Asuna costs mana, Unicorn Horn doesn't. Mana very important here, okay, guys? So we're going to use Unicorn Horn there. And what we can do now is we can have Cecil maybe cast a, we'll have Lena cast Cura. Not Curaja, please no. Please no, I need that mana. That mana is important. We'll have Lena cast Cura. And what she'll do is she'll cure us up. And then we'll have the Cecil cast the Turbo Ether. He's still kind of low though, isn't he? Maybe he needs to cast Curaja, to be honest. Yeah, that'll be fine. The next people, I think we have some turns. So we'll use Curaja here. And go ahead and cast that on our team. I think that's fine. Let me see. Let me think. So I'm just healing him up, though. I think that's fine. I actually could have used an elixir on him even. I actually could have used an elixir on him, but I'm trying to save my elixirs, right? Because try to save him for when I need him. But elixir there would have been good, guys, because we could have got our MP all the way up and our health all the way up on our tank, which would have been awesome, too. But that's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and chance it. Guys, you don't have to chance it. I'm going to go for Thundara Chain instead of Thundaga Chain, because the most mana we can have, the better. Like, the more mana we can have, the better. We're going to Thundara Chain it and hope he dies. His spirit is still down, which is great from earlier. And I think we got him. We got him. So that was a close call, but we did do it. On this next fight, we're going to go ahead and use Lena's Limit Break. That way that we heal up our Cecil and we kind of have a focus. It's not as strong as focus, but I think it's 10% less than focus, but it's really important to go ahead and heal up our Cecil. And I think this is a great point to go ahead and use the Limit Break on our Benediction here on Lena. So we'll go ahead and use that. We'll have our Cecil provoke again. Always important to do that. And then this guy right here has resist down to lightning and fire. So what we're going to do is cast Thundaga. Okay, this is also important. We're going to cast Thundaga with our people who have a lot of MP. And so like Kefka obviously doesn't, but we're going to choose to use Osmos. It's very important to use Osmos with your units here. So we're going to hope our dude here has Osmos. He does. Awesome. And we're going to cast that. And we got to get our mana up, right? So we're going to take that mana, give it to our Kefka. Boom, he's back up to full mana. Very, very important there. Sorry for hitting the mic. And then we're going to go over and look at Celeste. I'm actually not sure what I want to use here with Celeste. I could use Fire. Thundaga would be awesome if she had it, but I don't think she does. So what we're going to go ahead and use with Celeste is I think we're going to go ahead and use an item we're probably going to use a max ether on Kefka. So we're going to go over here and we're going to go to max ether, or turbo ether, excuse me. And we're going to use that on Kefka, get his mana up as much as we can. That's not the best, but it's okay. And then we're going to go ahead and chain it up. He's going to hit us hard here. This boss does hit very hard, but hopefully not too hard. Hopefully our Cecil can take it and nobody dies. If someone would die here, it would be very, very devastating. Obviously, we made it out with our lives, thank goodness. And now we're just going to smack him in the face with all of our stuff. I'm going to go ahead and use a Kiraji here with Lena, and I know it's a lot of mana, but we do need to heal up a lot. We can have Cecil use, another ether. Because essentially he could either defend to take less damage, or we can use Turbo Ether. And remember, we want to stay on top of our mana here. So we're going to go ahead and use Turbo Ether on, I think we're going to use it on Celeste, because Tella has the option of using Osmos on the next boss, okay? So we're going to use it on Celeste, Celeste does not. So boom there, boom, and then we're just going to chain the crap out of him. I am going to go ahead and use Thundaga each time until I know for a fact we're safe. So we're going to Thundaga, 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 and then we're going to have Celeste use D-Shell, I think is what it is, on the head, because that's what we want to take out. Where is it at? Am I missing it? Okay, there we go. We're going to use the shell on the head. Go ahead and do that, and then we're going to chain for it, okay, guys? So we're just going to chain again. Boom, boom, boom. I need to click faster. I think when I do these things, I try to do it slow to show. So we knocked out one of the arms, which was really good. He used ink. He blinded us all. Not a big deal, though, considering the fact we're all mages, so that was pretty good. And now I think we're going to be able to kill it. I think, you know, look how low it is. Look how much damage we have been doing. I think Thundara will take it down. So now we need to think, how do we prepare for the great demon, the greater demon? So we look at our team. Cecil kind of needs some mana. We might want to use an elixir on him instead of using mana from Lena. Lena could use a turbo ether on herself. Tella is kind of low on mana. So what we can do here is I'm going to go ahead and use an elixir on Cecil. That way I am at full health and everything ready for the next boss. So we'll go ahead and use that, and full mana. So that's really good. Use it up. And then we'll go ahead with Lena. It seems like to me I want to cast turbo ether on herself. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I think that's good. And boom, boom. Use it on herself. And then we're going to go ahead and cast Thundara with everyone, with Celeste using a fire ability, because he is down to fire too. So we're going to use Thundara across the board. And we'll see what happens. We'll see if we can kill it down. If we don't, that's kind of a waste of a turn there. Remember, guys, we take chances. We try to save MP. That's the point. Yeah, I think she only has this as her highest one. And then Thundara here. And what we'll do is we'll chain it like this. We'll go boom, 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 boom. And that should be enough. That should take him down. We should win this fight and move on. Let's see. Nice, we did it. Okay, cool. So, things are looking up. We do have Cecil's limit break. We have everybody else's limit break. And we're going to use those limit breaks when we get, you know, excuse me, guys. I need a drink of water here. Sorry. When we get to, when we need it. You know what I mean? Like when we're out of mana. Maybe we're hurting on mana, things like that. So, there's a trick with the Greater Demon you want to make sure you do. You want to make sure he's all, and this is going to be weird for you guys on how I do it, if I get to do it like this. You want to make sure he's always debuffed. Okay, so for you guys out there, full break him every turn. You know, you're going to do more damage to him, he's going to do less damage to you, and the reason you want to have a debuff on him every turn, doesn't matter what it is, he uses an ability called Dark Wave. He pretty much just clears himself of all, debuffs, and that takes like one of his attack slots out. So you want to make sure that's one of his mechanics. So at the beginning of the fight here, let's think what we want to do, guys. I do believe we want to use Lena to debuff him. We want to use Celeste, Kefka, Tella, and Kefka to Blizzaga chain. However, Tella's kind of low on mana, so I'm trying to think here. Celeste is probably casting Focus, because Cecil needs to provoke, okay? So Cecil needs to always have provoke on. So before you get into thinking anything else, I always want provoke on Cecil. Celeste is going to be very important here, guys, because her mana is going to be, her mana management is going to be important, because Sealing Blade is going to save us this fight, okay? So we need to think, like, what do we want to cast here? Lena can cast Cheer. That's a lot of mana for Lena to use. Again, I think she's going to be my debuffer. So I think we're just going to go in and go ahead and use Tella to take his MP. But kind of in the same way, we want to be at the lowest MP we can before we Osmos, so we can go to full MP. So I think we're just going to chain here. This is going to be weird for you guys, but we're actually just going to use Lena to deprotect. Now, again, if I had something like the another Esper on her that would allow her to use the shell, would be way better than that. But again, I just have Ifrit on her, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to deprotect here, and then we're going to Blizzaga chain him. He has a resist up to Thunder, so you don't want to use lightning damage or anything like that. So we're going to Blizzaga, and just hope to knock him down, to be honest. Where's our Blizzaga here? Sorry about that. he's going to do some physical damage auto attacks, but that's all right. And we'll go in this order right here. That should be good. Hit him up, hit him hard. We'll see how much damage we can do to him. Again, guys, this is going to be a long fight here. We have some elixirs, we have some ethers left over. That's all the damage we did, which is kind of crazy, but it'll get better as soon as we cast focus. So he's focusing his magic, if you saw that, guys. And when he says that, that's when we want to use Sealing Blade. So we'll look at our team here. Cecil has already used Provoke, so what we can do with Cecil now is we can use his Limit Break, right? It's going to buff up our attack, defense, and spirit. Pretty damn good. Also, what we can do is we need to cast... Well, actually, I'm not going to use that this turn. What I'm going to do this turn is I'm going to cast up our Focus. I'm going to cast Focus because I want our magic up. I want to be doing more damage. Cecil next turn can use that. So we'll use Focus. That's okay. Remember, Celeste, you want to be using Sealing Blade, but you want to make sure it's your last action. At least that's what I've heard. We want to make sure there's a debuff on him so nobody seems that hurt. We're going to have Linda go ahead and put the Deprotect on him again. Actually, I don't think you need to do that because he's going to cast his magic spells. So what we'll do is we'll actually use a Turbo Ether on, which is our last one, so it's kind of rough, on our Kefka here. We'll have Telecast Osmos, which last turn he probably should have cast Osmos, actually, because we didn't have focus on. But, you know, I'm just going over, I'm making mistakes, but that's what's cool about this fight. Very thought-provoking. So we'll go ahead and use this item. We'll go ahead and use the Osmos, so we can get our mana back on our Tele. Bada bing, bada boom, should be up full. Okay, so it gives you 153, so remember that. And, then we'll go into our Kefka. He's fine to use Blizzaga and chain with the other Kefkas, Blizzaga. And Celeste, remember, we're going to have her cast the Sealing Blade as the last ability that we use. And what's going to happen is Sealing Blade, what it does is it absorbs all the magic an enemy would do. So he's going to try to hit us with Thundaga. Sealing Blade absorbs it. We took no damage. And it was good there. We didn't have to, you know, debuff him because he was just going to cast the spell. Now, moving on, we're going to have Cecil go ahead and use his Limit Break so we can buff up our defense, spirit, and everything else. Guys, if you didn't know, buffs do not stack. So, for example, the spirit we gained through our focus, Cecil is going to override that, okay? So we'll go ahead and do that. We can have Lena go ahead and cast the Deprotect that we need on the boss. You know, the reason I'm not just deshelling it over and over is I think Celeste, you know, this would have to be some math in here, but I think I'd rather have Celeste. Well, actually, we kind of want to save Celeste's, mana. So if we think about it, maybe we just want to use the shell with Celeste. So we'll go ahead and shield with Lena. She's not going to do anything. We're just going to save her mana. And then we'll have Telecast Blizzaga, obviously. We'll have Kefka cast Blizzaga. We'll have Celeste cast the shell to save her mana for more Sealing Blades. And we'll have the other Kefka cast Blizzaga. So that doesn't seem that bad, actually, thinking of it like that. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping I don't die here. That would be terrible. But we'll go ahead and use the shell. And then we'll chain it up. Damn it, my fingers were too slow. I missed another chain. It's kind of like early for me, guys, just getting off work, so I'm kind of like fidgeting with my clicks here. Yeah, it should have been elemental chain 3. Oh, I didn't even have Lena's shield, my bad. So Lena's going to shield here. We'll see what happens with the boss. Dark Wave, again, to get the shell off, and then he's just going to start auto-attacking people. Celeste didn't die there, thank goodness. We need to cast Provoke again. It has fallen off. So remember to cast Provoke. This time, I think we're going to have our healer go ahead and heal. Use a Cura. I think that should be enough. Cura should be good. And then we'll have the same thing we did last time where we knock down his defense. We use our Blizzaga chain, and this time we do it correctly. And we use the Deshell on him to put a debuff on him. Okay, guys. Now remember, this fight goes a long time. That's why MP management is important. Thinking things like that. And I'm sorry if this video goes on, but I want to show you step by step again how to do it. So that time I clicked, I think, fast enough. Hopefully. We got the Deshell on him. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him. Should take him down pretty good. There we go. We'll see what he does. Dark Wave to get rid of that. And now he's... Oh, man, I didn't even see he was casting that. Did we die? Did we lose? Oh, man, that was really close. So I didn't even see him say he was charging his magic. That's what I need to pay attention to. So my apologies, but we can recover. Essentially, this is just going to cost us some more MP, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is cast Kiraja with our healer. That should be fine. We'll see how much that puts us up by. That was a mistake by me. Sealing Blade would have been used there, but you can see we didn't lose, so that's fine. It's okay. So another thing you guys gotta remember is he does cast Graviga at these breakpoints below 70% HP, okay, below 50% HP, and then below 30% HP. We want to be using our Sealing Blade on that. It does stop Graviga also. So we'll have Cecil. He has Provoke, correct? Yeah, he has Provoke. There it is. So like, I wish it just chained all of your... You know, I wish I showed all the buffs to the side so you didn't have to wait. So we did cast Provoke. So something we could do here is use an Ether on, we could defend to make him take less damage, but we can use an Ether on our Celeste, because she's going to need to be casting Sealing Blade a whole lot. So we're going to cast Sealing Blade here. I think he'll definitely be below 30%, 70% HP when we get done doing our moves. However, we're not going to have a debuff on him, which I think is kind of rough, but that'll be okay, I think. We'll see how that works out for us. This is why it's a little bit rough when we're doing it like this, but we need to cast Sealing Blade. Remember, make it your last thing. I'm not sure if that's actually important or not, but just to be safe, that's what I'm going to do. And we'll chain him up, and then he should cast Graviga. That should be all he casts. I don't know if he's going to auto-attack too or what. He is going to auto-attack, so that was kind of rough. He didn't even cast Graviga? He wasn't below 70% HP? What? Okay, so I don't understand that at all. Now it makes me worried that I have to cast it again, or he'll cast Graviga, but I mean, I guess Graviga's not that bad, to be honest. So I'm not gonna waste the mana on it this time. That's actually kind of upsetting because I was pretty sure he's below 70 HP, but that's why we kind of need percentages here to be able, I don't know, to be able to follow along, but that's a whole nother story, I guess. I think I'm gonna cast Kiraja. I think we're gonna have enough mana to make it through this with Lena. I think Kiraja is needed here. Let me think. I guess Cecil could cast something. Oh, we need our focus up too. No, Cecil's going to cast focus. So we're going to cast Kiraja. Cecil's going to cast focus. And then we're just going to add chain off. We're going to put the debuff on him. And if he casts Gravaga, we're just going to go ahead and use a big healing Kiraja, and that should be fine. As you can see, we're running out of mana on our mages, which is kind of rough. We can Osmos him again one more time. And now it's not going to be as much, but we can do that one more time, guys. So, if need be, we can try to do that. There we go. See where we get him down to. If he casts Graviga here, it's just going to be weird to me, because I thought we had him down below his threshold before. He's got Dark Wave and Graviga, right? So I'm not sure about that. That was kind of weird to me. I guess I didn't spot the, so the HP, it kind of hurts us now. We're down in these lower HP, but I think a Kiraja should get us back up to where we need to be. Cast Kiraja. We're going to go ahead and cast Provoke. I think we need to cast Provoke here. Kiraja. We'll see where our HP is. Maybe we'll have Telecast Cura if we need it. Should be good. Our Cecil's actually kind of low. And he's low on the... And he's low on health and that. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and use an elixir on him. That way he goes to full health and full mana. We can cast more focuses, things like that. So go ahead and pop an elixir on him. And then we'll just do the Blizzaga chain here with the two other mages. And then we'll break him down again with the shell to make sure he has a debuff on him, okay, guys? Trying to conserve our mana for a few more Sealing Blades when need be. The shell. And then boom, boom. Should be fine. We have full mana for a bunch more focuses, a bunch more provokes, a bunch more Kirajas if need be. Kind of a little kind of dinky hit, but that's alright. Hopefully it just smacks Cecil a bunch and see, good, we're good to go there. We'll go ahead and cast the Cura here to get up our Cecil back up, and everybody else kind of has a little bit of a low HP thresholds here. Let me see here. What do I want to do? Cecil doesn't really need to do anything, so we can use an Ether, and we're going to go ahead and use it on our own Kefka. And Celeste obviously is going to cast Deshell again, because we don't need to cast anything else. And then Tella, Kefka, and the other Kefka, we're just going to go ahead and Magic Chain here. So we're going to use that. And Blizzaga. And we'll see how much damage we can do. So we're getting close to the 50% threshold, but we are running super, super low on mana, which is going to be kind of scary. We'll see what we can do here. Is he going to use a Gravaga? Yeah, okay. So we kind of messed up there. We could have used Sealing Blade for Gravaga, but again, I think we're fine as long as we use a Kiraja, and I think we're good there on the mana because we have mana from our other bro too, from our Cecil. So we'll go ahead and use that. We can use Osmos one more time. We're going to have our Kefka friend down here use Osmos on this turn. Cecil's going to go ahead and cast Focus. We need Focus back, I do believe. Let me check, make sure. Yeah, we need Focus. Tella's going to cast Blizzaga. Cecil. Actually, you know what? We might not cast Blizzaga since we can't chain it too big here, because we're losing out on one of our mages because they're casting Osmos. Give me a second, guys, to find Osmos. So we're going to cast Osmos. See how much mana we get back. I don't think it's that much, but I think it's okay amount. Yeah, 146. That's actually pretty big. So because we can't, like, fully chain, I'm going to go ahead and use Blizzard with both our mages to try to conserve mana and try to do some damage. One of the things I may do in the future is, like, when our Kefka gets really low on mana, I may just start using his Limit Break, you know, to take down. It's pretty much an Imperil on them. So we'll use the Shell. He will wipe it off, though, which is what's every turn. So that's what's kind of bad about it. But again, guys, long fight. We'll see if we can get there. Alright, he's just smacking our Cecil in the face. He crit him. That's not good. Oh, God. Close, close, close. So, looking at our mana and stuff, we're gonna go ahead and use a Courage when we need to for our Cecil. We may even have Cecil himself. Oh, he needs to cast Provoke. So we'll cast Courage and see where we're at. We're running low on mana, but he's running low on health. So we're, you know, it's a race against our health versus his mana. So we need to cast Provoke here, which kind of sucks. I'd like to cast Courage, but we can't. Tela can cast Cura, which I think we need to do. Cecil's kind of low on health, and we need to catch up on that. And then we'll just have our two Kefkas do a Blizzara chain, and that should be okay. We're kind of falling behind. Like, I didn't fall behind this hard last time on the Cecil HP race, which is kind of weird to me. But we'll go ahead and just use our Deshell, and then we'll use Blizzara on him. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and save mana since we can't chain big, and just use double Kefka Limit Break. I think that's fine. It saves mana and it'll do some damage too, so I think that's okay. Obviously, sorry about Mimu. Emulators like to go super slow on these limit breaks. Especially Kefka's. Kefka's is the longest one. It loves to lag out on that. That was okay damage. Dark Wave, and then he's just gonna smack Cecil in the face a million times. Oh shit. Thank God Cecil safely guarded. He didn't tell it would have been down. Okay, so we're kind of in an okay spot here. We have Focus still on. So I'm gonna go and use Cura with our Lina, and then I'm gonna use Karaja with our boy Cecil here. Tela is going to be casting Blizzara. We're gonna go ahead and go into Blizzara chains now. We're running low on mana. It's kind of getting scary, so we're gonna start going Blizzara chains. Deshell, obviously. Kefka and them can use Blizzara too. And in the end, if we need to, you know, we can always just be casting other spells. But we're gonna still be trying to chain here. Boom, boom, heal everybody up. Deshell him, and then chain with our Blizzaras, and he's getting low on health. Remember, he's going to class Graviga again at 30% HP, but, you know, you're going to have to be a better judge of that than I am. Dark Wave, and then he's probably going to smack us a bunch of times in the face. Stop critting him, please. Please stop critting. Okay, so that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. So, we need to cast Focus again. Cecil can take care of that. We can class Cura. We're running low on mana again, guys. I remember. Cura. Cecil's going to cast Focus. Not stone. Why? Focus on our team. Tela's gonna go ahead and cast Blizzara, and we'll do the same thing we did last time. I don't think he's at the 30% threshold. And again, even if he is, Karaja can get you out of that, guys. Like, getting hit from Graviga is one thing, but like, you can kind of get saved out of it because it can't kill you, I don't think. I mean, I guess if you're really low, it could kill you. I'm not exactly sure on that, but you know, you like. If your spirit is up, and you can see from a free-to-play, no TMs, Lina, she can definitely heal everybody back up to full but your tank, because your tank has so much HP. So it kind of seems okay just to go ahead and take the hit and save the mana on Celeste. You really don't want to get hit by Thundaga, Blizzaga, the things that the Greater Demon can cast magic-wise. So we're getting him low. Let's go Dark Wave us, and then... Why did he cast Blizzaga? I don't know. This game isn't telling me... That was close. So this game isn't telling me when he's charging up. I guess I kind of saw him power up, and I thought it was maybe a... But as you can see, I'm making tons of mistakes, guys, and we're still in it, so that's good. So we're gonna go ahead and use this. Heal everybody back almost to full. I think he's gonna pass the 30% threshold, but I'm not sure on that. That's what's rough here, is I don't know where we're at on that. Does Cecil need to cast Provoke? So, guys, we're gonna look for Provoke here. You know, I'm sorry I'm making all these mistakes, but you can see even through mistakes, we're doing pretty well. Kind of. I'm gonna cast Sealing Blade just in case, but it's kind of a waste if it's not. Because he's going to hit us hard if it's not. I don't know. I feel like we're going to hit it. So we'll go ahead and use that. We'll use Blizzara. And because our Kefka down here has pretty good... we're going to try to hit him into that 30% window there so he can cast the last one. So we're going to use Blizzaga with him. So we're going to go boom, 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 and then use the Sealing Blade. And then hopefully it pushes him past his 30% threshold. Fingers crossed, guys. No more mistakes. Please, thank you. So he cast it, and Sealing Blade takes it. There we go. One for the team. We did it. Close, though. So, we do have our Esper here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is have Cecil cast the Esper, Earthen Wall. We're going to have our Lina go ahead and cast a... Let's see if our team's hurt at all. Our team's not hurt at all. We can use 2 Courages, which I think is where we're going to be at here. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and use a Courage, try to get our Cecil up as much as possible, and then we'll have another one saved up in the bank if need be. Tela's kind of hurting on mana, but we have some Blizzara saved up in the tank. Kefka going to use Blizzara. Our Celeste will use... Remember, we have to have one more Sealing Blade. I think we're going to need at least one more. He's going to cast something like that. So we're going to go and use the Shell on the enemy, and then Blizzaga Chain. So it kind of gets repetitive, but I mean, that's how you win. So we'll go ahead and use this. heal up, use the golem, so we have a physical defense up, just in case he smacks us right here, and go like that. And hopefully it's fine. Okay, guys, so I'm not sure if I'm missing the lettering again, if it's saying he's powering up, or if it's not saying it, and I need to pay attention to how he moves. But, so he's really close to dying here. We're almost there. Focusing magic power. Okay, there it goes. It said it that time. I don't know if I missed it last time or I was clicking too fast through it. But, okay, so Cecil can use focus here, which is good for us. Celeste needs to, remember he's focusing his magic, so Celeste needs to cast Sealing Blade. Tella can go ahead with a Blizzara. Cecil with a Blizzara. I think this is the last time he's going to be able to cast, not Cecil, excuse me, Kefka. Blizzara. Lena here is in a strange spot, 'cause she doesn't really need to do anything, so we're just gonna, like, defend. And then we'll cast Blizzaga with our boy Kefka. And remember, Sealing Blade last, just in case. Boom, boom, boom. We're gonna do a lot of damage here, and we're gonna not take any damage because we're Sealing Blading him. So, take him out really low, we're getting him close, and then he's gonna cast his magic spell, hopefully. Oh, gotta defend with Lena. I always forget that. And then he's gonna cast his magic spell. I was like, hopefully. I was like, what is he gonna do now? Like some weird ass move. No damage to our team. Awesome, awesome stuff. No need to heal. So we're gonna go ahead and use an ether on our Kefka here. Make sure he can use a Blizzara, which is pretty cool. We do need to cast Provoke again, guys, because he is going to auto-attack us, so cast Provoke. Running really low on mana. This is coming into the home stretch, guys. You know, I actually thought I would have to use another elixir, but it looks like I might not have to. Celeste is going to get two more of her just shells in, and that's about it for her. And then we can use, let me think about this math here. It's 20, yeah, we just got to use Blizzara here. Bing, bing, bing. And we're getting close to killing him. Come on! Die, you stupid greater demon, you! Go down! Go down! No! Okay, so he's just gonna Dark Wave, then auto-attack, auto-attack, auto-attack. Oh no! He smacked Lena! Get off Lena, you jerk! So he's, Tella's blinded, so he can't do much. So we're going to smack him with an ether here. So he has the ability to do something. Go ahead and use Tella again. Blizzara Chain. I think we got it, guys. We're going to Blizzara Chain. Blizzaga with our Kefka, who had more mana. We're going to go ahead and have Celeste cast her Dishell so we can do more damage and make sure we can take him down. And then the Kefka will just go ahead and use a Blizzara also. Linda can, not heal, but shield. And that should be it. We should have done it with our non-TM team, somewhat average of a team, and not taking a lightning friend. We can actually go ahead and hit menu here before he dies off and check our Kefka out to see if he had any TMs. Wizard Rod, Creepy Mask, Magi Robe, Earrings, Candy Basket, and all magic 10%. So he also did not have any TMs. So a fully non-TM team. I think it's really easy to have. Celeste, Tella, Lena, Kefka, Cecil, they're all 3 stars, all have been boosted, some of them multiple times on banners. So I tried to go step by step. I know this was kind of a long video, but I was trying to show you guys you can do it without a lightning friend. This stuff is possible without 5-star base units, and it is possible without TMs. Just a little thought, a little preparation, and some hard work, and some try not to make as many mistakes as me, and you'll get there. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if this helped you. If you would like more videos with the whole TM, easy obtainable average players, and not using a lightning, trying to beat it without using a lightning or a 5-star base unit. And subscribe for future content. We'll see you guys next time.